نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين اللهم اجعلنا منهم واجمعنا معهم يا أرحم الراحمين آمين. Today's topic is about a fact, a problem, and a solution. The fact is, every human being is looking for a happy life, حياة سعيدة. كلنا يريد حياة سعيدة. Of course, there are a lot of common things between human beings, such as believing in death, believing in birth, the needs, the wants, but one common goal that there is no one can say it's not true, that all of us want to live a happy life. Now, part of humans, which are al-mu'mineen, whom are the mu'mineen, the believers, want a happy life in dunya and a happy life in akhirah after we leave this dunya. As we all know, we are in a journey in this dunya, in a test. Okay. Happy life has a lot of requirements and a lot of levels. We need to be happy as mu'mins, so you have to have a healthy faith. Your iman needs to always, you have to nourish it, keep your iman to the best. And we have to have a job, we have to have a family, we have to have good food, good health, so many aspects, social, political. Today, we're talking about one of the most important aspects of our life that will help us have a happy life, successful life. And I personally believe that each and every generation, this specific requirement of happy life is getting deteriorated, is getting challenged, للأسف, sadly, which is the family. If you have a healthy family life, it's more possible you have a very happy life. We may lose a job one day, have a job the next day. We may have some financial problems, we may have some social difficulties, we may have some, relocating our homes and residences. But if you through this, what will really give you the best of support is at home. If you go back home, you find a happy family, a stable family, loving family, no problems from inside your family. And I can see many of your eyes telling me, oh, la hawla wa quwwata, such a difficult accomplishment. Like, if you ask 10 women or men, brothers or sisters, do they have problems at home? Out of 10 will tell you yes, big time yes. And maybe 9 out of them can specify major problems that they don't know how to deal with. And then more than 5 out of 10 sisters and brothers, and I'm saying real statistics, they don't like their family life and they wish to go back in time and restructure their family life. So I said we have a common thing, a fact, that part of your happy life is your happy family. حياة سعيدة, أسرة سعيدة. And the second problem, I would say the problem is we have a lot of problems in our family life, global wide, and today I'm talking about the Muslims. The third one is the solution. Before we go to the solution is not a pill, a magic pill. You take it today before you sleep, you wake up, subhanallah, you are like Ali ibn Abi Talib or Fatima al-Zahra, loving family, Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam with Aisha or Khadija radiyallahu anhum. No, it doesn't work like that. We need to understand the problem and understand the solution and have the will, the real decision to solve it and continue and establish a happy family. Understanding marriage is very important from the beginning, especially I can see young kids here or youth with us. They need to understand that marriage is not just to fulfill your desire or need of needing a partner. Marriage, before that, it is a ibadah. It's an act of worship. You are doing what you are following the commands of Allah and the commands of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And if you can get married and you refuse to get married for no valid reason, you are not following the real Sunnah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and you might be actually doing sins by doing that. So if we see from beginning marriage and having a family is a ibadah, is something that brings me closer to Allah, that by itself will help you big time to reach the happiness you want in your family. Of course, that family will also bring children. So we all know if you have a happy family, you will have happy children, so you will have a healthy community. And it's the vice versa. A sad family, a family full of problems, will get you children that are full of problems. They're incapable to continue the message of Islam, the message of humans in life, and it will turn to a very unhealthy community. And we all see that around us. And some of us, sadly, see it in their own homelands. What does Quran tell us? The first thing you have to do is understand that when you are having your wife as a husband, or your husband if you're a wife, that Quran tells you, وَعَاشِرُهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. Now, this may seem that talking to brothers towards their wives, like the men towards their women. But the other ayah says, وَلَهُنَّ مِثْلُ الَّذِي عَلَيْهِنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. This is a message for both. First we said marriage is ibadah. Making a family is ibadah, big time ibadah. Second is how to manage it. You need to do mu'ashara bil ma'roof. And ma'roof is a big word that includes every goodness inside it. The best of communication, and that works both sides. Brothers and sisters, wives and husbands. Proper communication, proper love, proper care. The best of Sunnah implementation in your house. Al-ishra bil ma'roof. If you cannot do this, you will not have a happy life. You will not have a happy family. How can I do ishra bil ma'roof? One of the main points here, and I will focus a lot on it, do not expect perfection from your wife or from your husband. This is a big deal of a matter. We want a perfect wife. The question, are you a perfect husband? She wants a perfect husband. Is she a perfect wife? No. So what's the solution? The solution is, Muhammad ﷺ gave it in a beautiful hadith. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا يفرق مؤمن مؤمنة لا يفرق مؤمن مؤمنة إن كره منها خلقا رضي منها آخر. There is no mu'min who got married to a mu'mina. If they get married, there is no way that they will not have a challenge or a problem. So if challenges or problems happen and he has seen things that he did not like, he hates, khuluq, a manner that he could not live with, he needs to accept it and need to remember the good khuluq, the good manner that Allah have given his wife and he needs to keep remembering it. Do not look and search for what is wrong with your partner, what's wrong with your wife, or what's wrong with your husband all the time. Unless you are there to solve it. Okay, we can sit down and solve our shortcomings. But the overall feelings that you need to maintain is to remember always the good things that Allah gave you and gave her, and it, always remember it, always visualize it, always mention it. So Muhammad ﷺ, our deen, Islam, is giving you the solution for every challenge that you may face in your house. And we're talking here about a happy family. And that applies to the wife. Oh, my husband works late. Oh, my husband is a kind of, he have a loud voice. He's nervous. He is this, he is that. Okay, that is, you can mention 3, 4, 5 problems with your husband. But how many good things that he has, how many good qualities that he can provide you with, the list is much, much longer. Please remember this and live with those good qualities. You will automatically forgive and accept the shortcomings of your husband or your wife. Another solution. قال الله تعالى in the Quran, فإن كرهتموهن فعسى أن تكرهوا شيئا ويجعل الله فيه خيرا كثيرا. Let's say I could not, there are a lot of things that makes me hate my wife or my husband. The hate is not a permanent hate. We all hate one day and next day we forgive. But let's say there is a couple of things that you couldn't live with. What does the Quran tell you? What does Allah tells you? If you hated her, maybe there is a lot of goodness in what you think is bad, what you hate. SubhanAllah. Allah doesn't tell you turn around and run away. Allah doesn't tell you face what you hate and keep on pushing and fight and never give up. No, no, no. You might, who among us drive his dream car or loves his car? Most of us don't love our car or don't think this is the car I like. But subhanAllah, there could be goodness in this car better than any other car. We have to accept it and live with it. Of course, I'm not saying that you have to accept what is not acceptable. That's not what we're talking about here. If, وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ, I'm a wife and my husband is beating me day in, day out, and he is oppressing me, or he drinks, he doesn't do salah, there's a lot of solution for that. I'm talking about a normal, good family facing challenges day to day, and they are not happy. And the children are being influenced, and they are suffering because of that. So, فَعَسَى أَن تَكْرَهُوا شَيْئًا وَيَجْعَلَ اللَّهُ فِيهِ خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا. Another very important solution that Allah is providing us with. SubhanAllah, let's believe this, brothers. There is no problem without a solution. If we believe there is no solution for some problems, we don't understand the way Allah created the world. This great solution is مقابلة الإساءة بالعفو والإحسان. Always carry on your shoulder the best of manners when it comes to treat your brothers and sisters in the community, and especially your wife and children at home. مقابلة الإساءة بالإحسان. If she does something wrong, bad to you, she have cost you some pain or trouble, do not. It's a prophetic character that you return her shortcomings with the best of manners. Forgiveness, a smile, and do good to those who do not do good to you. If this is a general rule in Islam, it should be applied more at home. And when you do more of that, we all know a human being is a soul, is a heart, our feelings, we're social, we change. If you do good to those who do bad to you all the time, what will happen? Allah will make them realize their mistake and they will correct their shortcomings, even if you did not mention it directly or you did not put it in a solving matter of an equation. Just do good to them. So your husband, my dear sister, is somehow not treating you with the best of manners. Your husband is maybe selfish. Your husband comes late from work. Your husband is so picky, or he keeps on, picking on your mistakes. If you will face him with the same manner, this is a war that will make your family and home is the worst of a place to be, and you will teach your children the worst of manners in their future homes. So what can you do, my sister? According to Allah Azza wa Jalla and Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, face the bad character with the best character, and choose the right time to solve those shortcomings of your husband in the best way possible. And you might have to accept that some of them are just part of him. You need to live with it, and that Allah Azza wa Jal brings goodness through certain challenges, and your sabr will be rewarded. And also brothers who come a lot and complain about their wives, the same advice. Brothers and sisters, why did I choose this topic today? Wallahi, brothers, wallahi, lately, the last couple of years, a small masjid like this, we're too busy solving problems between husbands and wives, that we have started having a full department. One of the brothers who are taking care of this file, Dr. Amjad Kosha, he changed his number almost 4 times because he cannot have enough time for everybody to solve, talk to them. So much war in some families. May Allah not make us among those. War. Those who live with each other 10, 15, 20 years and they become enemies. And when you go put the small pieces together, it starts with the little things. But because shaitan comes, some families here, and many of them go to the police and go to the court, and then they come to us after it's too late. And the kids suffer, the husband suffers, the wife suffers. All of them will lose. And it takes years to solve. So it's very important that before that happens to any of us or any of our children, may Allah forbid, we need to learn how did Allah Azza wa Jal encourage us to get married, and then a lot of the marriages fail. What's wrong? The wrong thing is our media in the beginning. Are we doing it fi sabilillah? Do we know it's ibadah? The way we manage it, وَعَاشِرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. The way we should not be looking for a perfect wife or perfect husband. We have to live with some shortcomings. The way we solve the problems, the way we communicate, al-ihsan. Another point, if there is a problem, now some families, some husbands and wives, yes, there could be some disputes that require real solution. What did Allah Azza wa Jal told the wife? وَإِنِ امْرَأَةٌ خَافَتْ مِنْ بَعْلِهَا نُشُوزًا أَوْ إِعْرَاضًا فَلَا جُنَاحَ عَلَيْهِمَا أَنْ يُصْلِحَا بَيْنَهُمَا صُلْحًا وَالصُّلْحُ خَيْرٌ. When I have a problem with my wife, and I couldn't solve it and I need help, the drive should not be winning over her, proving she is wrong. The drive be the sulh, that we want to reconstruct the relationship. We want to find a common ground. We want to solve this problem once and forever. If both of them have this niyyah, any problem in the world will be solved. But if one of them, his goal will be at that time is to prove that he is evil or she is evil, the problem will not be never solved. And the consequences are overwhelming and too much. The last point before I go to my second khutbah, what if after trying to solve the problem, after trying to be generous to the others, we've done all what Allah Azza wa Jalla Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam done, and it happens, we came to the end of the road, we cannot continue to be with each other. And subhanAllah, when Allah Azza wa Jalla says this, He didn't say we cannot continue loving each other. Allah said, the meanings of the many ahadith and ayat, is we cannot continue building the house under the La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah slogan. We cannot continue doing the proper ibadah together. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. What does Allah say in the Quran? فَأَمْسِكُوهُنَّ بِمَعْرُوفٍ أَوْ فَارِقُوهُنَّ بِمَعْرُوفٍ. In the other ayah, وَلِلْمُطَلَّقَاتِ مَتَاعٌ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ حَقًّا عَلَى الْمُتَّقِينَ. Since we started this great project, this great unit, a family unit, under the best of Allah's orders and Allah's system and laws, we need to finish it, if we have to finish it, and it the same way. Why when we start engagement in marriage, we keep trying to do it the best way that pleases everyone, but when some of Muslims go to divorce, it becomes the Third World War. This is not right. Why we get married under Sunnah and Allah, and when then we get divorced through courts and police, where Sunnah and Quran are never part of the solution. So either stay together with ma'roof or leave each other, not with ma'roof, with ihsan. Ihsan is higher than ma'roof. Each one of they should compete. Once divorce is a must, we have to compete, both husband and wife, in making it the best divorce. A divorce that will not affect the children. A divorce that we will not oppress each other. A divorce that we will not tell other people about the shortcomings of one another. A divorce that will lead us to become a brother and sister in Islam, that will look after the children, that if we have children or anything that we have in common, both families, it's not the end of the world. This is all can be done under one condition. If we know that our families and our life at home are part of our ibadah. If we look at it, it is ibadah. We're doing it to be closer to Allah, so we have to do it according to Allah, the way Allah loves, the way Allah taught us to, not according to any other systems. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فيا فوز المستغفرين فاستغفروه. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعهم بإحسان يوم الدين. أما بعد, we need to know few facts. Unstable homes will produce unstable children, and unstable homes and unstable children will produce unstable and sick communities. So if you claim, if my sister at the back claims that we want a strong ummah, please start fixing yourself and fixing your home immediately. Immediately, because that's where it starts. If we have healthy homes, together we make healthy community. One key point to have a healthy home is to understand the nature of my wife as a woman, as a female, and she needs to understand the nature of males. That's, for me, from my experience in solving problems, this is the worst point where people cannot realize. He wants his wife to think like him. She wants her husband to think like her. She and he are not understanding that he thinks different, she thinks different. And no one is correct or wrong here. They are just different. He likes to talk little and go to the point. She likes to talk more and give details. Who is wrong? Who is right? No one. They're both right. It's just how Allah made them. His words, His nature are always decisions. When we say, okay, let's go to the restaurant, it's a decision. He immediately starts booking. For her, sometimes it's just a way to express, oh, we did not decide. She takes time to get to decide. He decides faster. It's how Allah created them. We should not belittle one another and look at, oh, how women think like that. Or women say, how can men think like that? It's not a war between men and women. It's Allah. If we are the same, we cannot marry. If man and woman think the same, they cannot live together. She has more of a mercy, more patience for the children at home, and She is more multitasking. Men think one file at a time. He does not like jumping from one topic to another. Just wait, my dear wife, let me finish this file first. This is okay. Don't look at your husband as what? Like, you're so weak, you can only do one file at a time. I can talk on the phone and cook and take care of my child and breastfeed my baby at the same time. SubhanAllah. In that part, you're very strong. But we are not. So you need to learn more about your partner, your wife, your daughter, your sister, your mother, so you can understand them and you can accept and love those differences. Accept and love those differences. The time is finished, subhanAllah, there is a lot to say, but I advise you to follow Sheikh Jassim Al-Mutawwa. Maybe after the salah, if someone wants to, I'll give him the link to learn more about how to understand how women think, and women need to understand how men think. It will help you, and it's really interesting, endless stories. Dr. Amjad Qorsha, one of our great scholars in the masjid here, if you follow him on YouTube and on Facebook, a lot of his sessions are towards this topic, beautiful topics. And there is in English books like Men from Mars, Women from Venus, and it's been translated, beautiful books, talk about the way we have to understand each other. Fixing our homes should be one of our main targets in life. Fixing ourselves, fixing our children, under La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. Please today go home and evaluate yourself. Do I have a happy family? Talk to them and accept if they tell you Baba or they tell Mama, there are things we wish that you fix, and work it together. Be patient. Do not look for perfect being. There's no perfect being except Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in terms of the Islam, and all of us are sinful. Forgive and learn how to make this unit blessed by Allah Azza wa Jal. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا واهدنا واهد بنا. اللهم ارحمنا فوق الأرض وارحمنا تحت الأرض وارحمنا يوم العرض عليك. اللهم لا تجعل معنا شقيا ولا محروما. اللهم اجعلنا ممن يستمع القول فيتبع أحسنه. اللهم أعنا على تربية أبنائنا، وأعنا على غربتنا، وأعنا على حياتنا. اللهم ارحم موتانا وموتى المسلمين، واشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين. اللهم فك أسر المأسورين. اللهم فك أسر المسجد الأقصى. اللهم فك أسر المسجد الأقصى. اللهم فك أسر المسجد الأقصى. إنك على كل شيء قدير وبالإجابة جدير. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم.